Okay, we are live. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Uh, Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Tammy. I am here in Maryland, United States. I have a very special guest today, Angela from Singapore. Thank you very much, Angela, for joining me today and accepting my invite. Can you please go ahead and introduce yourself for our audience, please, and tell us
Yes.
about yourself a little bit?
All right. Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Angela. As Tammy introduced, I am from Singapore. So it's 9 p.m. in Singapore at the moment. I'm so happy to be able to join Tammy on this Go Live today. Tammy and I met in this business because we're all digital business owners. So let me introduce something about myself. So I'm a mom of two teenagers. My daughter is 18 and my son is 16. And professionally, I used to be part of the corporate rat race for almost 20 years. So I was quite a high up director level in the retail industry. And I was traveling a lot. I was traveling about 50% of the time. And I have worked in various countries, both in Singapore, Hong Kong, and also London as well. And I've also lived in other countries like in the US and New York as well. So yeah, but now I'm doing this full time. So I am 100% full time digital business owner because one of the main reasons is in my corporate life, I felt that I wasn't having a very fulfilling life because, I wasn't able to spend too much time with my children. I had missed so many of my daughter's birthdays, and it was really heartbreaking, to think that, oh my goodness, how can I carry on like this and missing so many of the milestones? So I was really looking for something I could do that, I could do from anywhere in the world, and also where I could, be in charge of my schedule and yeah, and being really more present in my children's life. So yeah, I'm so glad to have found
Oh,
this
wow. So
business.
I'm very impressed. You have been all over the world. You have traveled all over the world, but comparing these two businesses that you had, your corporate business, you were traveling all over, you lived in the United States and London and Singapore, Hong Kong, you
Hong
said,
Kong.
right?
That's right. Yes.
And so you have been all over the world. So what was the difference between this business and your corporate business that um, you don't have to travel anymore? Or why did you, first of all, why did you join this business?
Yeah. So to be very honest, when I left my corporate job, I mean, I left because I was quite unhappy with the last company I was working for. Just too
Mhm.
much office politics. Although, the income was very, very good, but it wasn't very good for me personally, and it didn't really suit me. So I left, and then I wanted to pursue my studies again. So I went to do a master's degree. So I went to do a MBA in a
Mhm.
French school. And yeah, so I was having such a great time, and I was really learning so much and realized the importance of diversity, because I used to be in the fashion industry, and everyone I used to work with were pretty much like clones. So I really embrace diversity now because I think that is the best way to learn when you're able to leverage on, different nationalities' minds. There's so many new ideas that come up. And what really struck me was when I finished my master degree, it was at the end of 2019. And as everybody know, 2020 was when COVID happened and I was locked down. And during that time, I was already thinking, it would be great if I can do something in the digital world, because I attended a class by one of the professors in UCLA, and he was he wrote all the algorithms for Uber. So I was quite intrigued by all these artificial intelligence algorithm on how they actually push. As we all know, whenever we search on something on the internet, if you click on something, suddenly let's say if I was looking for shampoo, and suddenly all the other brands shampoo advertisement
Right.
would start, being pushed to me. So I was really intrigued by this world. And and then he got me to be interested in Amazon. So he said, okay, if you're interested to be part of the Amazon business, you can run it from your own home. He made it sound so easy. I actually did research into it, and by the time I did all my research, I realized it's not as easy as people say it is. I mean, you have to invest quite a lot of money. In fact, I know of people in our community who invested more than $30,000 and gave up because it was just too difficult, too competitive. I mean, I'm not saying that anybody that does it, will not succeed. All I'm saying is that it's not easy to do it alone. If you have to search for the products, if you have to start from scratch to figure out what is a winning product, because apart from that, then you have to invest a lot of money in advertising and all the other things. So in the end, so I gave up the idea, and then I was still searching and searching until one day I clicked on the ad of my coach, and I believe it's your coach as well, Tammy.
Yes.
And then I paid the $149 because I thought to myself, even if it was a scam, $149 is not really going to break my bank. So they did assure me that it's money back guarantee. So, within 30 days. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And after I saw the business models, so as I told you, I have a master's degree and I'm all about business, numbers, returns. So I did all the calculation. I looked at the business model, and never in my 20 years of my corporate life have I ever seen a business model like this. I was so excited. And then,
It's unique. It's
it
completely
is, it is,
different than so many other businesses. You have a lot of experience, Angela. I had a
yeah.
live with Nancy before this. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know Nancy.
Yes, that's right. I do know Nancy very well.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have a lot of experience, not even in your education and living in different countries, but you already have tried so many different businesses. So can you talk about a little bit, like money wise? You said you went to get your MBA before COVID hit. So I'm sure that going back to school, it has a lot of expenses and
Yes,
tuitions and all of that.
yes, yes.
And at the end, you get a degree and you have a burden of lots of money to pay off. Um, and then you have to start looking for a job or for another career or anything. Comparing that with this business that you have to invest for initial investment, can you compare a little bit of in that department?
Okay, of course I will. So as everyone knows, education is very expensive these days. I'm a mom of two teenagers. My daughter is going to university, and I'm paying so much for the education. So my MBA, it costs 100,000 Singapore dollars. So that's equivalent, I think, maybe 70,000 US dollars. It's a lot of money. But I was quite lucky. I did get a scholarship. But if somebody has to pay, it's close to $70,000. Was it really worth it? I would say it's really worth it for the networking, because I really love the people that I met, and and it's also through my network I couldn't in a way leverage on my current business as well. But when you are looking at a business, as I told you, I look at numbers as well. So in our business, to invest, I mean, it depends on how you want to run your business. So it costs anything from, say, $1,000 to $10,000, right? depending on how fast or how slow you want to grow the business. But the return, I would say, it's easily 70%. That means the return on investment. And that was why, and also for myself, I'm also investing in other types of other forms. I have other forms of investment for passive income as well, because I truly believe in investing for the long term for passive income. So I have property that I invest in, but with interest rates being so high these days, it's not really worth investing in property anymore. I also invest in stocks. I am proud to say, yes, sometimes I do make good money from stocks, but I can also share that I have lost a lot of money in the stock market as well. So there's no guarantee in that. I've also invested in cryptocurrency. Again, that is a very risky investment type of, but it's an investment platform that is very, very risky. Some make really, really good money. Again, I've also lost money in some as well. But with this particular business, when I actually analyze the costs, say for example, I put in $10,000. The reason why I was so confident is because I looked at my downside. What is my downside? Actually, none, because that amount of money, I'm being given products to use for my own health that's beneficial for my whole family. And I just thought to myself, there is no downside. The only downside is, I guess, is for my time. But the more I'm in this business, so I've been in this business for about 6 months now, the more I'm in this business, the more I'm loving it, because I'm enriching my mind. I'm learning so much. Our training platform is just incredible. So again, you were asking me with my MBA. So in one of my modules, I also had digital marketing module, and our training platform is a million times better than this famous French university. You know why? Because our platform is updating digital marketing weekly. We have our weekly mastermind. Digital marketing is something that's very dynamic. It's changing all the time. If you go to a university, the professor is just one person. The professor takes months to do research, and by the time the professor puts together his notes and delivers the lectures to us, whatever he's taught us is completely obsolete. You get that? So
absolutely right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the professor's fault. It's just that right now, this industry is just going at lightning speed. So it's not possible for one person, or even if he has 3 research students to help him, it's not possible for a team of 4 people to put together a training platform that 180,000 people can do.
Right. And growing.
Yeah.
180,000 and growing.
And growing. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know about you, Tammy. I mean, do you have any digital marketing experience before?
I didn't. No, I didn't. As you mentioned, you have 2 teenagers. I have two children. They're both in college. So I know how expensive the college is these days. Very, very
It's
expensive.
crazy. Yes,
And as you mentioned, with the AI technology, nothing is 100%. Like I had a client the other day, and he was talking about his sisters. His 2 sisters are lawyers, and he was saying about this AI business. Lawyers are not going to have a very good future because of
No,
the AI. And
exactly.
that was a very shocking moment for me, that this AI is going to take over everything.
Exactly.
And no, I didn't have digital background or anything like that. But this business, you don't need experience. You don't need any
You don't.
background. You don't need
You
any
don't.
education. You don't need to be expert. You don't need to be tech savvy. I
Exactly.
wasn't. And
Yeah.
I got into this business, and I'm so thrilled every day. I really love it. I'm learning, I'm growing professionally and personally.
Yeah, me too. I mean, this is such, I would really say, I say this word all the time. This has been such a blessing to me. And I'm sure it's a blessing to you as well. Not just financially, not just about the money that I'm earning, but also it's really stimulating my mind. It's expanding my network. I'm meeting amazing people, like-minded people, and we're all growing together. So I haven't seen a community that is so selfless, of such high integrity, and of this size, and then to make it even more amazing, it's global. So regardless of our race, our color, uh, as long as we speak English, we are all able to connect. Yeah.
Good point. Yes, you mentioned a good point. We are expanding our network. Like you live in Singapore, I live in United States. In a million years, we wouldn't have come across our path ever.
Exactly.
But
Ever.
with this business, we are connected, and I'm so glad that in this business, I met so many like-minded people like you, like Nancy, like so many other people from all over the world. It's global. Like they always said, the world is so small. It is so small now. Like I'm sitting in the office of my room, in the living room of my house, and then I'm connecting to people from all over the world. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
it is. It is.
This is
So
great.
yeah. So I really encourage anyone who is, thinking about, or even just a little bit curious about what we're doing. This digital business is legitimate. We all pay taxes. For me, I'm in a few months in this business. I'm in my second month. I already started to make four-figure income. I'm very, very confident that this income will continue to grow. I'm looking forward to my next tier, my next milestone, which will be five-figure, and eventually people who persist and work on this business, they will achieve even six figures monthly income. So it's all achievable. We've seen it happen, and I know it'll happen for me, and it'll happen for you as well, Tammy. Regardless of whether you have no experience or, we're all given the same tools, and it's us that have to make the effort to make the difference.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, Angela. So proud of you. You made it clear that it's possible for everyone. It doesn't matter what background you are, what country you are from, what language you're speaking. You can do it. If you are willing to, you will succeed in this business. And for me, I have another point to make. I am a hairstylist. I have my business. My business is good. I'm having a lot of clients. I'm very successful in my business. The money is good, but the problem is I have to be physically there to be able
Exactly.
to, right? So
Exactly.
that and of course with my business or businesses like healthcare, like nurses. It's very physical demanding. It's very like emotional and physical, especially physical. So it was really hurting my body, and because I had a little bit of health background, I was looking for something to be able to do from anywhere and not using and abusing my body so much. So with this business, I don't have to be physically somewhere. I can do it from anywhere. I can travel and I can take my
Exactly.
laptop with me and I do my business. So this is the beauty of this digital
Yeah,
marketing these days.
exactly. Yeah. So I hope anyone out there who is watching us, please check us out. We have the free complimentary webinar. Our websites are at the link at the bottom. So I'm sure Tammy or myself, I'm Angela, and that's Tammy from US, we'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
Thank you very much, Angela. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your support. I hope to see you one day in person, hopefully in Japan in June.
Yes, I'm sure we will be meeting in Japan.
Right. So if you have any comments or any suggestions, or otherwise, we can just say goodbye to our audience.
Yeah, no. So I'm just inviting everyone to take, the leap of faith. It's a risk-free webinar. So click on our link and we hope to see you.
We hope to
All
see you inside. Come and
All right.
explore for yourself. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.